Welcome back to Kinetic Chain Disc Golf. I'm Peter. Today we're going to be talking about the hit point. Now I think there's a common misconception that the hit point is going to happen, or rather that the disc is going to be leaving your hand at the moment that your arm is fully extended. Now as far as I can tell, it should actually be happening pretty much right at the power pocket. So when we talk about the hit point, we're talking about the time in which your body is moving the fastest, when we have the most acceleration. And that's when we want the disc to leave our hand. Now at the very end, the whole tip of the whip concept that you've heard people talk about, once you get to full extension, that is not when you're moving the fastest, that's actually when you're stopping. And I've heard some people say that you kind of want to make it feel like you're getting to the point where the disc is coming out of your hand because your body is quickly stopping, or that you're drawing back somehow. And I want to show you this towel drill to show you that that's not really what should be happening. And I want you to listen to the sound and see where it's happening. It's happening kind of in front of my body, and I'm only moving forward. I'm not stopping, and I'm not pulling backwards, and it doesn't happen when my arm is fully extended out in front of my body. Let's listen in. Nice, simple, smooth thing, but you see where the hit point happened? Pretty much right at the power pocket, and that's why it's called the power pocket. It's because right from that position is where you're going to be moving the fastest. So once you get there, you're going to accelerate to a full extension, and the disc is going to leave your hand right about that time. It doesn't leave your hand when you're fully extended. And the way you can kind of think about that is when you flick something out of your hand, it doesn't leave your finger after it's extended. Your finger accelerates to that full extension, but whatever you're hitting is down here. And you'll see this is kind of like the way your arm is shaped, but on a vertical axis during that hit point. So I want you to think about it like that. You get into this point here, you're building up all that tension in your body, which is kind of like the brace of having your finger on your thumb, and then you accelerate through to your full extension. Let's see the towel drill one more time. Now I'm going to go ahead and mute this because I don't want this to be making noise for the rest of this. So to show you kind of what happens if you do try to make your hit point too late and happen at the end of your extension, let's take a look at this video of me throwing the berg. And you'll see where it went over that way, and I know that's going fast, so let's actually just kind of rewind it and watch it back and forth a little bit. So what happens is that right here, I'm getting to my hit point, but instead of having it zip out to full extension there, I'm trying to think about it coming out of my hand at full extension in front of my body. And what that's doing is it's making the whole thing round. You can kind of see the trajectory becomes a big arc around my body because I'm trying to get my arm fully extended. It's shooting it over. You can't even see where it goes. It goes around the tree. And there I am saying, what the heck is going on? Now if we watch a corrected version of that same throw, see a nice straight line, and you see that it never went across my body. It didn't come out of my hand in front of my body. Instead, we got to that power pocket right about here, and that's where it leaves my hand. And it leaves my hand as I accelerate. That acceleration is going to push my arm out straight, but the disc does not leave my hand when it is straight in order to get that nice straight line. It's not a perfect throw, but you at least get the idea of what I'm talking about there. And to watch that again with a different shot, you can see me doing that with a buzz off of a tee. Might be a little easier to see. So it's the same kind of thing happening there, where right when I'm getting to that power pocket, that's the point right here. This is what my arm looks like the moment the disc is about to leave my hand. And it accelerates from that point to straight, but the disc leaves my hand when my arm is still bent like that, just like a flick. And then my arm follows through straight after I let go of it, creating that nice, smooth, straight line where I'm aiming. And there is a little bit of a sound for this too if you want to hear it. Just like the towel drill. And again, I like to see this stuff kind of broken into pieces, so if you want to look at that as still images, This is when I'm at my reach back. I've got my arm a lot straighter than I have in the past. And then here I am kind of starting to come in. And there I am curling into that power pocket. And right about there, again, my arm is not completely straight when I'm releasing it, but that's right where it's going to come out of my hand to then continue going straight. So I hope this helps. When you think about the hit point, I want you to not try and make it the tip of the whip. I don't want you to think that you're stopping your body or moving backwards. I want you to try that towel drill. Try to get a nice sharp noise out of it when you use it. If you hear like a dull sort of thump when you're doing it, you're not quite getting it right, try to focus on what I'm talking about here. Think about when you flick your arm. All that contorting of your body and coiling backwards is going to bring you in to that powerful position, just like having your finger on your thumb. And then from there, you're going to let the disc fly out of your hand as you quickly accelerate to making your arm straight. But the disc leaves your hand at the moment of that acceleration, not at the end of that extension. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I've been Peter for Kinetic Chain Disc Golf.